Hey everyone, today is Tuesday, June the 16th, and you're watching Kelley Channel. In other news, today has been very apocalyptic. That's right, apocalyptic. Right, so I got up this morning and I watched I Am Legend. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's an amazing movie. It's about Will Smith being the last guy on Earth, and he's trying to find a cure for everyone because apparently the entire population of the planet has died out, and part of that population has turned into these mutant vampire type things. It's a great movie. It's awesome. I loved it. I like those kind of movies. Too bad it's a remake of a remake, so I bet none of you knew that. Kids these days. Anyway, so I was talking to my friend, and I was doing a whole bunch of research about the whole end of the world type things. I found out some really disturbing things. Right, but one of the most disturbing and most interesting ones are volcanoes, magnetic fields of Earth, and solar flares. Most everyone based the end of the world on 2012 because of the whole Mayan calendar thing. It just so happens that the sun should reach its maximum peak of something in the 2010-2012 era, which means that the solar flares coming from the sun should reach maximum, like, way out there type thing. But no worries, because that's 100 million miles away. Because of the whole solar flare things, it may actually cause a few satellites to go down. It causes blackouts globally, and your cell phones won't work as long as that period's going on. And because of our technology and how everything's related to satellites, GPS won't work, which means some airplanes won't have directional things. I'm not really quite sure how airplanes work, but that's what I read. I know it's something interesting. The northern lights, the whole auroras things, the big color rainbows, you know what I'm talking about? Saw it in Balto. Yeah, I remember that movie. That's apparently when the solar flare thing hits. It happens all the time. Okay, so it's not like, oh, this is the one time. No, it goes on all the time. It's a maximum thing that affects us. Anyway, so when the flare hits the magnetic pole of our Earth, then it reacts, and that's why we have the aurora lights. But apparently back in like 1985 or somewhere around there were actually the aurora lights in Mexico, which was also somewhere around another peak of the 11-year cycle that the sun goes through. Anyways, it wasn't that big of a deal besides the lights, except people didn't notice their cell phone bars going down. However, we will now, which will cause way more panic than it should. It's people for you today. And apparently, we're supposed to be in due for a polar shift. The North Pole and the South Pole switch. Compasses will just point south instead of north, which isn't a big deal, really. It'll just mess up everything that we have going here. So volcano-wise, the volcano in Yellowstone National Park, apparently it's a supervolcano. Those aren't like normal volcanoes. They aren't built the same way. It isn't like that. It's like a big dome-ish type thing. Anyway, it turns out that the entire Yellowstone National Park is a supervolcano, like the entire park. Okay, and over like recent years or so, the ground has been getting higher, which means that pressure is being built, you know, pushing up the land, which means that it's getting closer to it exploding. It's kind of a bad thing, and just lots of people would get hurt just in the area. But then it gets worse, like the after effects of it, because of the ash from it would cover like a majority of the planet, and the sun would be blocked out from that. That would mean like all the plants and animal life and that kind of thing would die off in this northern hemisphere, causing really bad food shortages and really bad things. You'd all have to move to like Asia and like Antarctica. We'll do a top 5 apocalyptic movies that you should watch. Number 1, I Am Legend. It was awesome. 2, Knowing. It's pretty good. 3, 2012. Should come out in theaters sometime later this year. I think John Cusack's supposed to be in it. Number 4, Happening. Kind of interesting. I mean, in that Mark Wahlberg quiet kind of sense. Number 5, this one isn't so apocalyptic, but it's awesome and there's lots of destruction. And I'm gonna have to go with Cloverfield. Coolest movie ever. The filming, just the monster itself, it was awesome. And because it seemed like there were no cuts. I mean, there were a few, obviously, because they turn off the camera and turn it back on, and cameras really don't work like that. But either way, it was still pretty cool. Don't you think? I mean, sure, some people got nauseated and a little sick, but it was an awesome movie.